Have you ever just wished that users could install their own applications? In a self-service world, you might actually have a 40-hour work week. You can with Config Manager 2012 and the new Software Center functionality. In fact, here's a quick MicroNugget from my recent series on Config Manager 2012 from CVT Nuggets. Speed that process up and then make that application available here in Software Center. So Software Center is designed as a solution that works with the application catalog to let you know what software is available, what the installation status of that software is, what you've installed, and then to provide some nice options for your users. Back in the old days, we would just push software down and come heck or high water, that software would go whenever we declared it to go, which was fine most of the time. But, users don't like it, especially these days. They don't like it when we just push stuff on them without their knowledge. So there's a lot of things that we can do or they can do to identify, for example, what their business hours are. You know what? I am working from 7 in the morning until 7 at night. Please don't push anything onto my system during those times. I maybe don't want to apply the power settings because this laptop, I don't know, maybe I'm working at 3 in the morning and I don't want to deal with that. Do I want to deal with maintenance issues here? Particularly, you'll notice this one, don't actually do anything if my computer is in presentation mode and I'm trying to show some very important PowerPoint slide deck to a client. That's something that has been demanded and asked for and pleaded for years because users would be in the middle of a presentation and poof, their machine would reboot. Then lastly down here are remote control options. You can set these if you want, or you can have the users set them as well for what their remote control experience will be. So what I want to do now is go over here to the application catalog and just see if that application, oops, there it is now available for me to request out of the application catalog. So what I've done is, again, make this application available. It is now populated here in the catalog. If I want to take a look at the application, I can view more details here. Oh gosh, it's version 16. Oh, it does require approval. Apparently the person likes bananas. That's just awesome. So I think I need this. I'm going to go ahead and request this app. Why do I need it? Okay, because I need it. Darn it. So this is going to get sent off to the administrator. The request gets submitted. Once the request is submitted, back here in my application requests, once the admin, have actually approved the request or even rejected it, well, then the user will find out over here whether or not they've had that request approved. Let me do a quick refresh. And what do you know? It appears that G Shields here has requested the WinZip v16 application. Well, you know what? That Greg guy, he's a pretty good guy. If he wants WinZip, I'm going to give it to him. So I'll choose approve. And your approver's comments are because you're a good guy. All right. I'm going to let him have that. So once this is approved, I'm going to flip back over here now to the client computer. Once this is approved, the user can come back to this location and see, well, gosh, look at that. The request has been approved. Apparently, I'm a good guy. And so now, because this request has been approved, I can now choose to install this piece of software. Click the install button. It says, are you sure? Yes. The application then comes down. It gets prepared. The requirements are evaluated, the application comes down, the installation begins, and as you can see over here now, we are downloading and installing software onto this computer. After a minute or so, the download completes, and the installation begins. The installation, if we've done everything correctly with that package, should not actually request any information. Right? We've packaged it up so that it's just going to go through and do what it needs to do. If everything is perfect. Want to learn more? Check out cptnuggets.com.